Today we are going to make Sopa de Arroz, as you may know it as Mexican rice. It is very simple, it is very delicious. I am going to show you the little tricks and tips that my mom taught me. I swear, everybody that have tried my mom's rice has said it is the best rice they've ever tasted. Hands down. Swear. So anyways, I'm going to show you how to make it. You will see this style of rice, as you can see when you go to Mexican restaurants, Mexican household. This goes with a lot of our cuisine, and I'm going to show you how to make the best one there, in my opinion. You're gonna need some corn oil. You're also gonna need some jasmine long grain rice, 8 ounces of tomato sauce, okay, some caldo de pollo, chicken stock pretty much. You can make it yourself. This is the one I made, or you could use the store-bought. If you don't want to use any chicken broth, you could go ahead and use water, but I think chicken broth gives it a great flavor. You're gonna need some curly parsley or flat parsley, but this is perejil mexicano, so this is what I'm using. You're gonna need 2 garlics, and you're going to need some caldo de pollo sazon, which is kind of like the, well, you're gonna need some chicken bouillon, okay? This is the Knorrs brand. This is the one my mom used, so this is the one I'm going to use. This is to taste, okay? So you're gonna add as much or as little as you want, because this is the seasoning, the salt that you're gonna add. All right, so let's head to the stove and get started. So you're gonna go ahead and put on some oil. I will say enough to cover the bottom. Okay, just like that. Not too much. You want at least every grain of rice to be coated, okay? Because we're gonna fry this rice to a nice golden brown color. So we're gonna go ahead, add our 2 garlics, bam. This is going to infuse the oil while you're cooking it with your rice. Now, this is where my mom does it a little differently than I do. I go ahead and I add my rice in right now when the oil is cold, when the garlic's hasn't even started. Let the oil toast the garlic and the rice at the same time. Okay, so I go ahead and add it in together. I do not rinse my rice. You do not have to rinse your rice for this. I know in a lot of other, you know, when you do rice cooker rice, you rinse your rice. I do not. My mama doesn't, so I do not. So we're gonna mix it, and we're gonna see if all of our rice is coated, and this is perfect. You see how all of our rice is shiny? Let me see if I could kind of zoom in for you guys so you guys could see. Zoom. There you go. You see how it's all of it's coated, right? And there's still a little tiny thin layer of oil at the bottom. That's what you want. You do not want your rice to have too much oil, because that oil is gonna just float to the top and make your rice completely oily, and you do not want that. Another tip that I give you is to go ahead and do this on a low, medium low. This is gonna take a while, okay? But you do not want to burn your rice. If you burn your rice, that's it. Just toss it. Don't even use it. Start all over again. So take your time with this, okay? I'll show you how it looks like when we're kind of closer there, because once you're almost there, it goes by fast, believe me. So this is not something you put on here and walk away. No, you have to stay here. You can see how it's no longer translucent. It is now more like a darker white, and some of them are starting to get, let's see, focus. There you go. As you can see right there, some are starting to get a little golden brown. This is the point where you have to keep on mixing it, okay? Keep on mixing it. Do not walk away from it, because trust me, this is gonna start going a lot faster now. See, look at the beautiful colors. Look at that. So you're almost there. You want the majority of them to be a nice, let me see if I could zoom you guys in a little bit more. There you go. Look at that. You See how the bottom is getting more brown? That's where you want to keep on moving it. Now at this point, shut it off. Trust me. Turn it off. The residual heat will keep on toasting your rice. You don't want to burn it, remember. Now, when you add the tomato sauce, oh, sorry. When you add your tomato sauce, it's going to splatter. Don't be scared. That's why I said turn it off. Okay? It's going to splatter a lot because you're adding something cold to something that is very, very hot. Put it all in. See, what did I tell you? I like to mix it in just a little to kind of like wake up that tomato sauce. At this point, you can turn it back on and then you'll add your chicken stock. Go ahead at this time, add your chicken your chicken bouillon, if you may. Remember, it's to taste, so add a little bit if you want. Go ahead, mix it, taste it. If you feel like you need more, add some more. I'm gonna go ahead, you see how it's starting to bubble? You're gonna want to let it come to a full boil. You're gonna go ahead and add your parsley right there, and you're gonna let it cook with it. And oh my god, is it gonna give it so much flavor, you have no idea. My mom, before, she used to make it without the parsley because we didn't have some at that time, and it would just not taste the same. The parsley gives it a flavor like you can't even imagine. If you do not have fresh parsley, go ahead and use dried parsley. I wouldn't use parsley flakes because you don't actually want to eat the parsley. It's just infusing it. So if you have big dried stems, or if you had a garden before and you let some dried, go ahead and use them. If you want to use some flakes, go ahead. I wouldn't recommend it, but I mean, who am I to tell you what to do? All right, so it's boiling. Give it one last good stir. You don't want to stir it too much, okay? Put the cover, put it on low, and just wait until all the liquid is gone. Voila! So as you can see, right here is mostly dry, and right here is still a little wet. Go ahead, give it a mix, because this can be deceiving. Okay, you see, oh, look how gorgeous that's it. Just give it a little mix. Don't put too much pressure. You don't want to mush your rice. Just do it softly. Okay, it is done. This thing is beautiful.